Hi, my name is Mary. Thank you very much for joining us today while we stretch and get a little stronger so our everyday activities are just a little easier to do. Before you do this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor. He'll tell you exercises you should and shouldn't do. You want to wear loose, comfortable clothing so when we bend or stretch or reach, you can do that without being restricted at all. Also, you'll want to have water that you drink before, during, and after our time together. You'll want to work at your own pace. So if Eliza and I are working too fast for you, you slow right down. If we're working too slow for you, and you can in a safe manner pick up the pace, then go right ahead and do that. Also, you want to listen to your body. If we're exercising along and all of a sudden your shoulder hurts, it's telling you to slow down. If you get a little lightheaded, you want to listen to your body because it's telling you to slow down. And your body will never lie to you. Also, you'll want to make sure that you check the area around you. We're seated in a good sturdy chair and we check our environment so that if we reach wide or reach high or stretch the leg out to the side, we won't crash into anything because that would be just awful. So check your environment where we are and remember the importance of sitting nice and tall in your chair. Eliza and I will sit mostly towards the edge of our chair so that it'll give our hips a greater range of motion. Plus, it makes your belly and your back work really hard. But if you want the range of motion of the hips and your back is kind of tender, you can always take a pillow and put it behind your back. So that way your buttocks can be towards the edge of the chair and yet you can still sit up nice and tall. And it's really, really important. When you work out, it's really important to be consistent. So you want to do it as often as you can because that's what's going to keep you nice and healthy. And of course, eating good healthy food, that's another one. So remember, you can do it. But before we begin the class, let's introduce Eliza.
I'm Eliza, and I'm a very happy retired person. And one of the things that I enjoy doing is going to the senior center, and there my favorite activity is exercise class with Mary. And of course there are plenty of other activities there. Another place I enjoy going is the library. The public library has had so many activities I've enjoyed because I do love to read, and I also love taking care of my grandchildren.
That is terrific, Eliza. Thank you. And the exercises we're going to do today are going to strengthen our upper body, so we're going to be able to pick those grandchildren up. We're going to strengthen and keep the legs flexible so we'll be able to bend down and play with the grandchildren. So we're glad you joined us. Today we're working with sugar. So, even though sugar is bad for you, what you want to do is get something that's very pliable. This is brown sugar, so the longer I hold it in my hand, the more it's going to melt to the shape of my hand. Elisa has a nice round container, so that works well for her hand. Now, if you don't have any sugar, and hopefully you don't have too much around the house, you can get a Ziploc bag and put something in it, like maybe some rice, or if you have a dog, you could put dog food in it, and then you can zip it closed. So you can make it either light or heavy, and then you can make it heavier the stronger you get. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's begin. We're going to work the largest muscles first, so we're going to do nice, easy marching. We sit tall in our chairs, and we bring one leg up and then the other. Good. Up and down. Good. Now we're going to add our arms by doing a bicep curl. We're not going to have any weights in our hands at all. We're working the legs, we're working the joint of the hip, and that thigh muscle really has to work to pull that leg up. As a matter of fact, we even work a little of the lower abdominals on this one. We're preparing the biceps, or the muscle, right in front of the top of the arm that goes between your shoulder and your front of your elbow. So that's what we need to pick up stuff, like grandkids and big bags of books because we love the library. And now you're going to relax back down. So we want to give these legs a nice stretch now. So we're going to stretch out one leg. We're going to sit nice and tall, hand on the knee for support. Breathe in and lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, we slide the hand down the leg just as far as it will go. So you see, Aliza is much more flexible than I am. So you want to go to your degree of flexibility. We're showing you now there are different degrees, and no matter how low you get down, it's perfect. You'll notice that Aliza and I are supporting the weight of our upper body with our hand. We breathe in, and as we breathe out, we push the hand into the thigh and slowly come up. There you go. Let's change to the other foot. That feels good on the back, doesn't it? So we breathe in, hand for support, exhale. Now you'll notice Aliza and I have our legs straight, but the knee is not snapped down. So you reach as far as you can go and be comfortable with that. Know that that's as far as you can go because maybe tomorrow you can go a little further. So let's try that. Let's breathe in and we breathe out. Can you come a little further? There you go. Whoa, Aliza can almost touch her toe. How cool is that? And then slowly we push the heel of the hand into the thigh and slowly push ourselves up. So we stretch the back of the leg with that one. Let's tap those toes. So we're going to get our ankles warmed up. Having nice strong ankles and nice flexible feet is really, really important. Because when we zip and walk around and climb up and down stairs, having strong feet and ankles really helps a lot. Now we're going to hold the toes down and tap the heels. There you go. That's terrific. Good. Now you'll notice Aliza has very good secure footwear on. That is terrific, Aliza. And then we relax the heels and go toes and heels. Great job. And then we're going to relax those legs. Let's start with the arms. Remember, we brought our hands up to the shoulders, single hands. Let's reach right up to the sky. We're going to reach up and down. Good, that's it. Because if we're working with sugar, we're probably maybe some bakers. Do you like to bake, Aliza?
I like to eat, but not
I'll tell you a little secret about Aliza. I said to her, I said, now Aliza, do you want to work with the bags of brown sugar or would you like to work with the round cylinders of it? She goes, I can't work with those bags of brown sugar. It smells too good. You're very brave to stay away from temptation, Aliza.
I try.
Last one here and last one here. Good job. So we've been reaching up. Now we're going to reach forward. So our hands are palms facing forward. Again, we always recheck our posture. Belly's in, nice tall postures. We're going to push one hand out, and then as we bring it in, the other one goes out. There you go. Now, we're getting really brave, and we're saying to ourselves, I'll bet we could add our feet. So now, we're going to add those feet. Same arm, same foot. It's out and in, and out and in. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Bellies are in. Our chests are high. We're lifting our chest right off our breakfast or our lunch or our dinner. But you want to keep that chest high and your heart open so you're just full of goodness. There you go. 2 hands, 1 foot. 2 hands. There you go. So you'll notice Aliza and I are pushing through the heels of our hands, but we're not snapping our elbows. We're extending our legs, but we're not snapping the knee down. Good. That's it. And push. So this is what you should do if somebody asks you if you'd like an extra helping of dessert. Say, no thank you, unless of course it's fruit. Then you say, sure, I'll have 3rds actually. And then relax the arms down. So you could really feel that on your arms. Could you feel that on your arms? Sure. So now we want to stretch those arms. We take our hands and we reach way back to the sides of our chair and we push the chest forward and lift it up. So you'll notice Aliza and I's shoulders are relaxed, our arms are nice and straight. So our chest isn't only forward, but it's forward and up. And we pull our ears up away from the shoulders. Perfect. Aliza, that is such a good example. I am lucky to have Aliza with me today. Feel that stretch. Feel those arms stretch out because they just did a lot of work. Then slowly come back to center. Okay, how about a little sip of water?
Oh, good idea.
Let's get a sip of water. Ah. Now, the fun part about working with something that's pliable, or something like Aliza has, which is round, which kind of fits in her hand, that works really, really well. This pliable one helps if you have arthritis in your hands and it's hard for you to get your hand around something like that. So this is a dandy thing. And remember, it doesn't have to be brown sugar, it can be anything. Also, if I hold it like this and my thumb hurts, because sometimes my thumb does hurt with arthritis, I take my thumb and I bring it on the other side so that my whole hand, my thumb and all my fingers are over here, but I can still get a good handle on it. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so first we're going to start with just one thing, and we're going to hold the ends of it. So I'm holding the ends like this, and Aliza's holding the ends like this. All we do is bring it from the knees to the chest. Up we go. Good. So when we did the bicep curl the first time, we didn't have anything in our hands, and now we have one weight, but it's separated between both hands. So when we have two weights, our biceps are going to be really ready to work. That's it. That's excellent. Good job. Very good. So you should feel that in your arms, right in the front, between the front of the elbow and the front of the shoulder. Those are your biceps. Good work. Now let's relax it right down on our knees. This time we're going to do hands, palms down. Good. And we're going to lift the elbows up and bring it to our chest. There you go. It's down and up. And when we come up, we pull our elbows back. I'll show you from the side. Pull those elbows back. Try to relax the shoulders. You're going to be opening up the chest and squeezing those shoulders together. Good. Pull those elbows back. Really strengthen that upper back. Those muscles are so good for posture. Two more. Last one and done. Woo! Pretty good. Now we're going to get the belly and the back with this one little fun item. So we're going to rotate the hands, palms up, and we're going to hold it nice and easy. Now, if holding this is bothersome for you, remember you can bring the thumb over. However it's comfortable for you. You can hold it onto the sides, whatever is the easiest for you. So our buttocks are towards the edge of the chair. When we lean back, the chin stays parallel to the floor. So our chin drops down a little bit as we lean back. We hold our belly in so our backs don't arch up. And then we come up. Good job. And then we're going to lean back, but you don't touch the back of the chair. And nice and tall. Lean back. Can you feel your stomach tighten up a little bit?
Yeah.
Good. Good, good, good. I love working with Aliza because I can say, can you feel it in the stomach? And if she doesn't, she's not going to say yes to save me. So I'm really glad she does. Now we're going to switch it from hand to hand. We bring it up with two hands. We float it over to one hand, and we bring both hands down as we lean back. Good job. Come up and float the weight over. Come back and relax back. Remember, pull that belly in tight. Bicep curl just in front of the chest, floated. Very nice. Can you feel this pulls you over a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can feel it. You can feel it. All the weight is over here, so you feel it on the other side. That's it. So you feel it right here because this side has to tighten up because the other side has the weight. Excellent work. Excellent work. Just two more. Very, very good. And relax. Wow, I could feel that. How about you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to grab the other one. So we take our other weight and we just keep it on our legs. Here's a little trick. So you're going to keep it on your leg, okay? And we're going to be moving the legs around. So it's most challenging on the leg the further the weight is towards the knee. If it starts to get difficult, you can slide it up towards your hips and it will be a little easier. So that's just a little trick. Don't tell anybody I told you, but that's a trick you can do. So we sit nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed and down, and we just lift one foot up and then the other. There you go. Our shoulders are back and down, and we feel terrific. We love exercising. There you go, perfect. And one of the reasons I love Aliza in class is because she is full of enthusiasm. There you go. Good work. So when you do this, when you lift the leg, you can lean back, and that's a little easier. But if you try to sit nice and tall, you can feel it a little more in your stomach. Can you feel it differently?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. So if you want to lean back, go right ahead. But maybe the goal will be next time to sit up nice and tall. Either way, you're going to be working that leg. And now we relax down. Let's hold the weights right down. We're going to the upper body now. So our weights are down and we're holding loosely. We're not squeezing too tightly. We bring the weights right up to the shoulders. Now 2 hands are going to shoot right up to the sky. There you go. Bring them right down to your shoulders and all the way back. There you go. Curl and press. Shoulders and down. So we keep our elbows down, then we stretch our arms up without snapping the elbows. You're doing great. There you go. So we're getting the arms. We're going to be able to take something heavy and put it to the top shelf. There you go. Last one, please. Let's relax those weights right on our legs. You may want to push your palms down and lift your fingertips up and spread them wide because they've been wrapped around. Did you feel any tension wrapping around the...
No.
She said no because she doesn't squeeze too tightly. But sometimes it's not intentional that we squeeze tightly, but we do it because we're so focused. So this is releasing the fingers, lifting the fingertips up, spreading them wide, 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 and relaxing. Nice and tall. This time we're going to step out with one foot and then back in and out with the other foot. So out we go and in and out and in. So now we're working the range of motion. We're working a little with that hip, the hip mobility of stepping out. This is a great exercise to do because when you're in the car, you step out of the car. You step into the car. There you go. Good work. There you go. That's nice. Our posture is nice and tall and we feel terrific because your body loves to move. Your body just loves to move. And it's so good for you. And now the latest research is saying that if you exercise moderately 3 times a week, it's good for the brain. Even though there's some kind of gene for Alzheimer's, that if you exercise, it actually shows improvement. Isn't that exciting?
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Alzheimer's.
There you go, and relax. Now, we're going to do biceps, tricep, kickback, abs, and back all in one. First, we lean forward a little with a nice flat back. Then we lean back a little and round the low back, but try to keep the chest lifted. So you can see our pivot point is the hip. I'll show you from the side. We're leaning forward and we're leaning back. Make sure that small of the back is kind of flat. We don't want it to arch up. And that's why we bring our chin down to make sure that our back is nice and flat. Remember, you don't want to go back so far that you hurt your back. You do want to challenge the abdominals though. So now we're going to add the weights. As we come up, we bicep curl. Then we push the arms back. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
We sit up and we lean back. There you go. We sit tall and push back, working the back of the arms, the back of the upper back, and push those arms back. Now in order to get back up straight, we have to use our back muscles. We lean back, and in order to get up straight, we have to use our stomach muscles. So we've got the whole shebang here. Now I'll bet you're saying, I wonder what would it be if you added the lower body. Well, I'll show you. We're gonna lean forward, and when we lean back, pull one knee up. There you go. And we lean forward. Good job. And when we come back, pull that other leg up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Leaning forward. This is like a total body exercise. Can you feel this like all over?
Yeah.
So this is a great exercise to do if you sit down a lot and you really want to work hard. There you go. And when you do these exercises, you'll find that the things you do every day are a lot easier to do. And of course, you can stop whenever you want. We have 2 more to go. There's one. And just one more, and done. Great. How are you feeling?
Fine. It's okay.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, we're going to take our 2 items and we're going to line them up, one in front of the other. while we're down there, we're gonna get a little water. Oh, doesn't that taste good? Whoa!
Very.
Water is so good for you. It's good for your skin, it's good for your intestines, it's good because it flushes toxins out. Water is so good for you. Now, our feet are straddling wide, and this is about picking your foot up. Because sometimes when we get older, we tend to shuffle along and keep the feet flat to the floor. We want to pick our feet up because we do not want to fall. So we sit nice and tall. We're going to take this foot and step over. So we want to have enough space on this side for this foot to land over there. Sitting tall. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Here we go. We're going to step over and out. And we really have to bring that foot wide because this foot needs some room to come over. Good job. Beautiful. So we're working the thighs because those are the muscles that have to pick the leg up. We're working the joint of the hip. There you go. When we come in, we're working a little of the inner thigh. So a little of the inner thigh, and when we bring the foot out wide, we work a little of the outer thigh. Great job. Now what we're going to do is one side repetitions 4 times. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1 and out. 2 and out. 3 and out. Here's 4. Now change. Over and out. 2. You're doing great. 3. Good job. 4. Now we're going to make it a little more challenging.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go over and out more. Over and out more. Up and over. That's a big step. And out more. Last one. Up and over. And relax. Could you feel that one?
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough one. You know, when you really make that range bigger, it's really tough. Let's try it on this side. We go over and out more. Up and over and out more. From that way out position, we have to bring that leg up, so we really have to work hard. But that's what we want to do. We want to challenge our bodies, but we don't want any pain. Over, out and over. Just one more.
Good.
Good. And in. Ah, wow. I could really feel that one.
Yeah, me too.
And so that's good, because if you could feel it, it means we're working a muscle that we don't work all the time. Yay! So now we want to get some rotation. So we sit nice and tall. We bring one hand across the body to the outside of the opposite leg. The other hand comes up, palm up. And we pull the thumb up and back. And we look. And with the hand on the thigh, we pull. Good job. And stretch that hand right up to the sky. And reach over. Doesn't that feel good? And then back. We sweep it across the body. We're nice and tall. We reach the hand forward and we relax the shoulders. The spine is long. And we pull the thumb and turn and look back. Really use your eyeballs too. Back. And then we stretch the hand right up to the sky. And over we go. That's such a good stretch. We're lifting the ribs up away from the hip and slowly come back down. Good. Let's pull the shoulders up and down and lift and down, because we work the shoulders a lot by pushing up and down. There you go. Now, bring the shoulders back and center. Back and center. Back and center. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Now, Aliza's doing something great with her hands. She's rotating the hands, palms up, and rolling the thumbs back. That really helps to pull the shoulders back. So you're squeezing the upper back and really working those shoulders. Thank you for that one, Aliza. And back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull those elbows back. And now relax. Good work. Now we're going to lift the ribs and drop them. Lift the ribs and drop them. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. So you stretch out those muscles. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. You're done right now. 2 hands by your shoulders. One hand's going to reach right up to the sky. The other one's going to reach down, 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 and then you reach higher still and reach lower still. Then flex the hand, push up, push down. Good work, and then come back to center. Could you feel that a little bit? And it's a different feeling between the reach and the push. Okay, here we go. Stretch up, stretch down, flex the hand, up, up, and push, and push. Good job, and relax. Nice work. Okay, that was our break. I hope you liked it. Here we go. Let's tap those toes. And tap the heels and go heel toe. Now walk those feet out. This is a magic trick you can teach your grandchildren. And then walk those toes in. Good work, good work. Hands on the thighs with the hand on the leg that holds the upper body up so that when you bend forward to get one of your weights, you don't hurt your back. And let's get the other weight so we have both of our weights. There you go. Are you ready? Okay. Combination. Hands down. We're going to curl up, stretch up, come down, lean forward, come back, bicep curl, sit tall. Hands come down to the shoulders, lean forward, and sit tall, lean back. Come up and stretch. How are you feeling? Okay, here we go. Now, we're gonna lean forward, push back. Lean back, pull up one knee. Sit tall, stretch high. Come back to center. Lean forward, push back. Come up, bend back, lift the knee. Come back to center, stretch tall. So we really worked everything. Did you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Good. So let's lower our weights, one and then the other. Our hands have been wrapped around the weight, so we interlace the fingers and push the palms down. Then we lift the chest up through. Nice and tall. We're going to push the heels of the hands away. Can you feel your fingers really get a good stretch?
Very much.
Nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Then we pull both hands over to one side, so you'll really feel a stretch on the side. And you'll see how much more flexible. Aliza is really flexible in rotation. Slowly come back to center and go to the other side. Shoulders are back and down, and it feels so good. This is good because it squeezes your internal organs, and there's no better way to start the day than with freshly squeezed organs, right? Yeah. Okay, push those hands all the way up and stretch wide and shake it out. Great big breath in, and as you exhale, what do you know? All will be well. Yay! Great job. Let's get some water.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.